So yeah, we could just, like a regular conversation. Don't have to be anything special. Just be as transparent as you can be, or as you want to be. So the topic is mental health. First of all, what is mental health to you, and where is your mental health? Has it got worse or it got better? Given recent events that happened, like the shootings and just COVID, and maybe even personal things may have altered your mind state. So those are the two basic questions. What is mental health to you, and where is your mental state?
So I have complex PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health to me is like making sure to keep track of a lot of things that like I used to take for granted, like I have to like set reminders. I'm sure that's kind of like normal. Like my coping skills for things were normal. Or like what people say, you should be mindful, you should eat healthy, you should exercise regularly and all of that. And I was doing that pretty well. And then I had some traumatic things happen to me like back to back. And I wasn't able to like do that anymore.
Okay.
So just like making sure, that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at it.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Don't even think too much about it. But I agree, like with the reminder part, because for me, it's like, I feel as though those things do help. You know what I mean? Changing your diet, regular exercise, mechanically, our body needs these things, right? But far as like reminders, it's like, I agree, because we habitual creatures. It's easy to forget something that is not habitual for you. You know what I mean? You constantly doing this thing over and over again, and you constantly need these reminders. These reminders, like maybe a sticky note on the fridge, maybe something written inside of your phone or something like that.
Right.
I agree to keep reminding you, and you might not be consistent at it, but you could be persistent, and what could help you with that is taking those mental notes.
Right.
So like how have that help you taking those reminders? Or how do those reminders look like?
I put alarms on my phone, and sometimes I put it a few days in advance.
Okay.
Like, you have this virtual visit with a doctor on this day, and you have to get up at this time tomorrow. And I usually give myself like at least an hour or more before I have to be somewhere in the morning.
Yeah.
Because then I know for sure that I'll take the time to eat and stuff.
Right.
Otherwise, I'll just skip a meal, and then it just gets so easy to skip a meal. And like, it's really important to eat, because you need to have fuel, and you need to be focused mentally.
Yeah, I feel like people when well, I'm gonna speak for myself. When trying to like develop, a stronger mind state, I neglected those basic things you're talking about. You know what I mean? I feel like it start with that. It start with the basics. To some people, that might not seem like much, but when you're going through something mentally, I feel like it takes you out of the outside world, and you too internal. You know what I mean? So when you too internal, it's easy to neglect those things. Some people might have some mental problems, and they might not neglect those things, but on some level, they have things that they are neglecting. You know what I mean?
Right.
That they're not paying attention to. And I feel like, though, you saying, having those reminders for, keeping your day organized, keeping yourself on track, it takes you out the internal, or it helps you while you being internal to still be present with what you need to do throughout that day.
Right. Yeah, it's really helpful.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you a lot. You don't mind if I get a headshot?
Oh, yeah, that's
all right,
great.
bet.